What's going on, champions? Cullen Gandy here, and this week Better.com, that is Better Mortgage, CEO Vishal Garg went viral for all of the wrong reasons today when he laid off almost 15% of his operating employees. This isn't the first time that the CEO has been in the limelight for controversial reasons, as he has a long and storied history of saying the quiet parts out loud when it comes to bad CEO behavior. This instance, however, takes the cake as he lays off 900 people from his company just 3 weeks prior to Christmas and just a month prior to when the company projects that they may go into an IPO. If you're not familiar with what an IPO is, that is an initial public offering where a company goes from private status into offering shares of its company or equity of its company on a stock exchange for the public to buy. And as expected, we have no shortage of reaction from the employees and the public when it comes to this fated Zoom call. Take a look.
Thank you for joining. I come to you with not great news. The market has changed, as you know, and we have to move with it in order to survive so that hopefully we can continue to thrive and deliver on a mission. This isn't news that you're going to want to hear, but ultimately it was my decision and I wanted you to hear from me. It's been a really, really challenging decision to make. This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried.
When I did this the first time, I cried, but I'm just going to try to be strong this time.
You'll see there that, he's obviously struggling with this, as he's told you that he's cried once before. I mean, you got to feel bad for the guy. He's only making a big, $25 million bonus? Something like that?
This time I hope to be stronger. But we are laying off about 15% of the company.
You gotta be kidding me.
Efficiency and performances and productivity.
So he's really firing them because of reasons like efficiency and productivity, as you can see here. Totally not vague at all. It couldn't have too much to do with any possible contingencies that come with $750 million just 6 days prior to that. That came as a part of a next level cash injection pre-IPO.
If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group being laid off. Your employment here is terminated effective immediately. What does this mean for what's next? You're going to get an email from HR, ask HR at Better.com, and your benefits. For all U.S. employees, we're providing 4 weeks.
Real. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
1 month of full benefits and 2 months of COBRA, for which we will pay the premium. So 3 months total benefits if you elect for COBRA.
This is not real. Oh,
Thank you for each and every one of your individual contributions to Better. I wish the news was different. I wish we were thriving enthusiastically as we were at the beginning of this year. That's not the case.
This has become obvious. The CEO and the CFO have both commented in the press that they're going to go into this IPO process with a slimmed down balance sheet. So whatever that means, right? But if you make a good margin and then mask it to look even better just by firing people, chances are it has a lot more to do with where you want the price to be and how much of it you're going to be selling, because I guarantee you somebody's going to be probably selling something pretty close after the IPO drops. In fact, this video that we're watching currently is off of an iPhone recording of what looks like a company laptop during the course of this Zoom call, and you can tell this because of the actual reactions you'll see in real time on this channel. Now, as you'll see in some of the reactions across social media, some people have speculated, and I haven't really been able to confirm, that after he got off this Zoom call, he went right into another Zoom call with the people who survived and immediately began talking them, which, Cool. So a lot of companies like Better.com, they present themselves as what's called fintech firms. But as you can see here, the unlucky few who get laid off in the company receive 1 month full benefits and 2 months of COBRA, which is like medical. Juxtapose that with actual fintech firms like Zillow, who give, I think, half a year severance when they just had this big round of layoffs. So, fintech-ish, I guess? I mean, compared to other tech companies, it doesn't really stack up, but I don't think he minds it too much. And again, he says he wished stuff was different. You know, he wished they were thriving. They only received a $750 million cash injection. So, you know, technically, I guess that's not thriving. Maybe they were shooting for like, I don't know, 1.25 bill to keep it afloat. I don't know. What kind of plans do you have to make to be thriving in an environment where you're receiving that much of an injection that close to an IPO? In fact, if you're not thriving, why are you even going into an IPO? But hey, I'm just a guy on YouTube. This is not financial advice. Now, to think of this in context, this is the same guy who, in actual email chains, permanently on the internet, called his employees, quote, stupid dolphins. Yes, he really said that. This is the actual email. Look at it. So to recap, if you've always had that inclination or an inkling that maybe the C-suite executives don't have your best interest in mind necessarily, you might be onto something here. And this guy is going to say the quiet parts, like I said, right out loud for you. So the very best way that you can move forward in this very cyclical industry where, you know, layoffs really do happen is to put your best interest first and those of your client and prioritize personal relationships over, you know, loyalty to companies and things like that. I'm sorry to anybody who got swept up in these rounds of layoffs, and if you want to stay informed, if you like the kind of content, if you want me to keep bringing the truth, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, and hopefully down the line we'll both be a little bit happier, a little bit richer. Ciao, guys.